grab some meat or whatever you need. I'm Kamal, and it's time to get to it. All right, everyone, so we have an event going on Toulan in Entropia universe next weekend. I wanted to go ahead and read through what's going on. It looks like there's a little bit of a storyline to this event, so let's see what's going on. It is showing Toulan event Oracle to Oracle. It says it begins Friday, February 25th, and it will end Sunday, February 27th at midnight or after, and it starts at 1900 hours, which is 7 p.m. game time, in-game time. So let's go through the little bit of story that they gave us, the preface for the event, and then we'll go over what's going on, or at least what they're showing in this forum site, as I know that some of you may prefer not to read through it yourselves, but listen to someone else talk about it. And that's fine. It is not enough that Decca had a clandestine meeting with Catan Partathus to share her breach of DEC's or Dex Hollow Room and discuss what's next, but now it appears that she has engaged Monria's Oracle in an attempt to get more information about the Book of Laws from Toulan's Oracle. Yes, there is a real Oracle on Toulan who doubles as an NPC at the Pit South location and directs community members in a specific mission. We all learned that this is the only Toulan Oracle who can pass the Book of Laws from one Toulan ruler to the next, but Queen Nara caused the pages of the Book of Laws to be strewn all over Toulan during her meeting at the Narian Temple Fountain with the Sheik leaders. There is no mistake that Decca wants to get her hands on the Book of Laws in an effort to learn the clues that will lead her to the tower where the 3 dark mages are locked up. And that can mean only one thing: total chaos. Sounds fun. Disruption and danger if the astrolabe, believe that's correct, were to be fixed. In an effort to further her mission, Decca sent the Monria Oracle of Shuthend to meet with Toulan's Oracle, Sahira. Yes, there's an Oracle of Suthrend on Monria, and not so friendly. Sahira was surprised to see the Oracle of Shuthend. I don't know how to pronounce that, and my tongue is not cooperating with me, so there you go. From Monria, and knew that it wasn't going to end well. The Monria Oracle basically made it clear that Decca and the cult of Shuthend, the cult of Shuthend. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds good enough. Can't be stopped with their plans to eventually locate the 3 dark mages and get them to rebuild the astrolabe. Sahira knows that the cultists have their own dark magic that is quite powerful, but she, too, is not without means. The Monria's Oracle's threatening manner didn't shake Sahira, and she bluntly told him to take his sorry ass back to Monria and never invade her space again. She was ready for a physical confrontation if necessary to prove her point, but Monria's Oracle backed away. I think the one good thing is that Decca may be reading up on Toulan's lore, but she is not fully aware of what Sahira and Toulan are capable of, and most likely why the cultist's Oracle didn't engage. Sahira is wise, she is powerful, and she has lived through the ages during Qamran and Sinmar's reign, where mistakes were made and lessons were learned. She has become more attuned to dangers and will make decisions accordingly. First order of business, meet with Queen Nara and put her and the Toulan community at large on notice that there is more work to do to keep all safe. It is time once again to head into battle and not let us fall short of victory. So this is that's the story. That's the story that's going to premise or preface this event. Once again, it does show that the event begins Friday, February 25th at 7 p.m. game time, 1900 game time, and that it will commence Sunday, February 27th at midnight or shortly after. To determine game time, click on your system's tab and chat in the chat box and press period key if you haven't remapped your keyboard. Location. This will begin at the Guardian Village with HM Queen Nara and will expand across various locations on Toulan over the weekend. There is a link here for the Yamato Warp schedule, and it will run from Thursday, February 24th to Monday, February 28th, due to the weekend-long Toulan event. Specific details. There's a few different pinpoints here. We'll go ahead and read through them. The first one. The Toulan community and allies must unite once again to defeat shared loot mobs and protect the planet. The second one, as a reminder, the 22 modified mobs maturities will only ever appear during events. The third one, there are specific lost pages for the Book of Life that can only ever be looted during an event. The next one, the lost pages will drop from all mobs during an event and outside of an event, as well as from mining and crafting. So it looks like you can pick up these pages even if you are not taking part in the event, just killing mobs along or around on Toulan. So Toulan is likely to be extremely populated next weekend, if this is correct, if I'm reading this correctly. The next point, as learned with the launch of this monthly event in December of 2020, the mob attacks will commence at Guardian Village with HM Queen Nara. She is calling on all Ensians and allies to defend the village. And the last point on here, we also learned that following the initial attack, there is a full-scale invasion across various locations on Toulan. There is also a link to the Toulan mobs, including event mobs, Toulan waves, and boss mobs, as well as the Toulan Codex. There's a big red warning sign. What is the warning? We warned you before to come fully prepared, because the behavior of these unique 22 modified creatures is unpredictable. Many learned with the launch of this monthly event in December of 2020 that anyone stepping into large aggro range of these mobs will trigger a full-on charge of all mobs at once. Once again, if you step into the large aggro range, all of the mobs will charge you at once. And it's not just one group of them. It is all of the mobs in that area. There are waves that include boss mobs, and then all 7 of the boss mobs in a row. One more deadlier than the one before. When these 7 mobs are killed, the full-scale invasion across the various locations on Toulan begins for the remainder of the weekend. However, there was an added segment to the end of the initial waves and bosses for about an hour or so. It will keep you busy, it's saying. For full and complete details about this monthly event, there is an article in the December 2020 Virtue Sense Quarterly magazine that breaks everything down. There is also a link to that. I will be linking this webpage in the description of this video. Reminder, the Toulan citizenship mission is tied to the Toulan monthly event only. Is tied into. You need the Nawa Core Mark III to be able to take the mission from the NPC Hanin at the Citadel in the information booth. Here's a link to the Nawa Core information. Only event mobs, including the mobs at the beginning of the wave activity at Guardian Village, will count towards points at progressing the mission. Event mobs are all shared loot mobs, and your contribution will give points. You don't have to have the kill shot. You will not receive points from event mobs while in a team. Interesting. You will not receive points from event mobs while in a team. So you are going to want to go out there solo, even if you are playing with other people, solo, separate, but together. After completing the Toulan citizenship mission, you will receive a Toulan-born outfit and free space travel benefits on the Yamato, and eligible to do all current and future Toulan-born missions. Now, me personally, I am Toulan-born, so that's fine for me. I don't know if I will be able to take part, though, because of the fact that I don't know what that exactly is. I don't know if it's a... Doesn't matter. I'm Toulan-born. I don't have the Nawa Core 3. I have the Mark 1, so I don't know if I will be able to take part. But honestly, my highest level ability, skill, profession, whatever it's referred to, I don't have the game pulled up right now, so I can't look, is 4 or 5. I believe it's 5. So I'm likely to be far too weak to take part in this event, but I hope to see a lot of players out on Toulan. I hope to see this as a very, very large event with a lot of people taking part, and it should be fun. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can find me on Toulan farming the Mocats, the Tabs, and the Dahars by the name Alfred Bobbington. I'll see y'all in game. I'm out.